Had to take a quick break. Old Burgle there, he snuck off and rolled in something dead. All of a sudden, I started smelling something funky, and I'm like, man, it just doesn't register at first. I'm like, man, there's something that smells dead. Ends up being he rolled in something dead. Always gets all over his leash and collar and all that, but we got him in there. Got most of the stink off. I don't have any kind of hand sanitizer or anything to clean myself. I basically just end up rubbing the leash, my hands, and everything through like the gravel in the stream bed. And I like to think that that's second best to actually being able to wash your hands with some kind of soap. But what do I really know? I know it takes the smell away, so I'd assume that it takes the smelly dead particles away, but who knows? Also, it's like I wonder how many times I've been, kissing on Burgle's head after he'd been rolling in something dead and I didn't even know it. Build my immune system up a little bit. We're going to get back out here on the tracks and continue on up to Devil's Bathtub. I think that's where we're going to go today. Smell like dead deer, dude. You're a turd. Look at it. Something been up through here. Yep. See how they're following along that line? Oh, right down in there. Maybe. Going up to the secret spot. That's why it's kind of important to be having some gear on a day hike for me. Because where I'm going up here, you know, I've never once ran into somebody up here. I just stumbled across it a couple years ago out here with my friend T and my brother. We were going on a little 2-night excursion, and I can't remember. I think it might have been my friend T that found the trail. We decided to head up and explore up here. And people know about it, but not a lot of people, I don't think. Especially this time of year. It's not too hot. People aren't going to be up here swimming and chilling. Come on, Pokey. Yeah, they've been smelling hard along through here. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't a bear. Yeah, I don't know. If something happened to me, I don't think anybody'd find me for a while. So I got to be able to survive. go find a spot to go see what I got in this kit here, where it's a little quieter. That's a good little bear cave. I'm sure there's a couple like right up in there. Something totally could stay up in there. All right, this looks like a good enough spot. I'm gonna get it set up and show you all what I got. Hey, right here. Hope, hope, hope. So this kit isn't going to be, I mean, I guess it's partially a bit of a survival kit, but this is just something to supplement my day pack or hiking pack or whatever I'm doing, to be able to get easy access to different items that I need. And it's not a complete survival kit or anything. When I got Burgle as a little puppy, I decided to get something that I could keep some treats and a couple little things in to help out with training my dogs. I bought this fanny pack and I tried really hard. Come on now. I tried hard to like that fanny pack, and I just couldn't, to each their own. I just didn't end up really getting down with having it around my waist, and I started strapping the fanny pack across my chest up here. And I did that for a while. One day I realized that it'd be nice to be able to hold a little more gear in whatever I had on my chest. And I always kind of had wanted to check out the Hill People Gears kit bag. This is the original kit bag here. There's plenty of videos on it. This isn't going to be a video specifically on this bag, but it's going to be a video on what I've decided to put in this bag. We're kind of on the side of the mountain here. First and foremost, concealed carry bag. I like to carry on my side or appendix. But if I'm carrying a full-size pack, the waist belt would hinder me from being able to carry appendix style or on my side. So at that point, I would use this bag as a concealed carry bag if I'm out hiking in the woods to be able to get to my firearm quicker. This back compartment is the back compartment that you can use as a concealed carry compartment. There's some Velcro in there. You can get special different holsters and things to lock her in, be able to rip it open and pull out real quick. As of now, I don't really hold much in there. I put when I don't have my main bag on, I put my water purification thing in there. I have a Platypus. It's kind of similar to a Sawyer Squeeze, and I've been really happy with it. So back here I have an extra bag to purify water and a little bit of paracord, and then I'll put that Platypus water purification unit back in there as well. We'll go to the main compartment first. I'm not a very organized person, so this isn't going to be nice and neat. This is like real life. Sorry if that bothers some of you, but I mean, this is me and this is who I am and this is how I carry the stuff in here, so why would I change that for a video? Ultimately, I'm not a very neat person when it comes to, I'm a cluttered person. My life's cluttered. I try, but I guess I don't try hard enough. So I got a little pipe here. It's just a mini pipe, and I got some pipe tobacco. Wrapped up in here, I actually made this after I got my tracker blade. This is a primitive tracker by Caleb Cox. And I wanted an easy way to sharpen it in the field. So I made this little contraption here. And that's some leather that I super glued onto this piece of wood here. So basically I whittled it out so I could hold it in my hand like this, and I can stroke even up in this little curvy tooth part here. And I can keep my blade honed. And I have other ways to sharpen a blade out here, but ultimately, unless I'm out here for long term, this should be good. This would suffice for a day, just to bring the edge back if I do a little whittling or carving or something. And it's ended up working out pretty good for me. I just throw a little compound on the leather before I go if need be. And then also, if I need to do a little bit more of some serious sharpening, so let me put my knife away. And I have some sandpaper, which it's in this other compartment. I'll just pull it out real quick. But I have some sandpaper here. I have some 220 grit, some 600, and some 1500 grit sandpaper. And what I can do is I can wrap that sandpaper back here if need be. This is some 600 right here, but I can sit there and work my edge with that sandpaper. And this is some wet dry sandpaper, so I can get it a little bit wet to help displace the metal that I'm sharpening off the blade, the material I'm taking off the blade. But I don't know, it's been working out pretty good. And then of course, like if I need to get up in that little tooth there, you know, I can do it on this side. I can just wrap the sandpaper around where I got that curve in the wood and sit there and do a little honing that way. So that system has been working pretty well for me. And wrapped around it, what I got here is just a little piece of, this was a Kevlar shoelace. And I'm sure I could find some other uses for this, but that's basically what I wrap this up with and keep it so the compound doesn't get all up in my kit. I got some treats. Got to have a little something to get them by. Of course, in my main pack, I have some food for them, but just in case. I got a few little snacks, some nuts and a Snickers bar. Something to get some good calories, just something to munch on while I'm moving if I need to. I got a few pipe cleaners for my pipe. Here's a little Cliff Bar shot with some caffeine. It has 50 milligrams of caffeine in it if I need to get a little bit extra energy. Here is a Ridgeline system that I have in my kit. If I need to strap up my poncho real quick to get out of the rain, if I'm going to hunker down for a bit, this is easy access to be able to string up my poncho and use it as a tarp. I have this is a little mini headlamp that I got red light first, which I really like, save my night vision. Goes to a strobe, high, and then a high strobe. High, low, strobe, regular red, off. This takes a 2032 battery, a CR 2032. Strapped up in that PALS webbing here, I have another flashlight. This is a Nitecore MT2A Pro. It's got 3 settings. Pretty heavy duty. This is a rechargeable battery. I keep it recharged, and this will last a good long while if I just use it on low. But if I need some serious visibility in the middle of the night, something's creeping around, I can hit this on high and I can see what I'm trying to find. I can also, you know, this can help me move through the woods if I need a little extra light besides that little mini headlamp I got. Down in the bottom here, I got some duct tape for repairs or a fire extender. Say I got a rip in my poncho, maybe I can make a repair on it. First aid, all different kinds of stuff. So, little fat roll of duct tape. I also, for some kind of lanterning, you know, if I need some extra light, my batteries run dead, I have a green military spec chem light. help do maneuvering if I'm up in the mountain trying to get out of there and all my batteries die. This is kind of like last ditch. Or maybe I could hang this up in a tree if I'm stuck out somewhere and somebody, you never know, might see this light and come find me. Probably not, but it is what it is. All right, on one side I have baby wipe and I got a bigger body wipe, trying to do a little hygiene. I have 2 Rem oil wipes in here for my firearm maintenance. I have 2 Liquid IV hydration multipliers, and these are the Tangerine for immune support. Something to mix in the drink if I need a little extra electrolytes or energy. It'll help you get a long way if you're famished and, you know, hard up. If it's hot out, I need to rehydrate. This will help big time. The rest of that pouch, I have some Aqua tabs for purifying water. I can drop one of these tabs in my Nalgene bottle and purify it. I have 12 here, so that'll get me going for a bit. A Band-Aid. I got a couple heavy duty wire leaders. They're fishing. I use them for snares if I needed to. A couple Hydro Band-Aids. These you can just clean your wound and put this Band-Aid over that wound if it's not a huge wound, and it'll heal itself naturally without having to put some Neosporin or something. You can just place that Band-Aid on there, and I guess I have 3 of those here. 2 alcohol prep pads and a knuckle Band-Aid. So I got a little bit of first aid for as long as it's not a major cut, that'll help. On the other side here, I just found this morning and threw it in there, but that's a diamond sharpener, which come in real handy, sharpening blades. And this comes in handy on sharpening a tracker knife. The way it's kind of pointed like that. They designed this thing to sharpen serrations, but this works great on a tracker knife, in my opinion. Got some more duct tape wrapped around an old card. Got a few little sticks of fat wood, and this could go a long way, just this little bit. Or if I'm in big trouble and I need to fire quick, I just feather stick one of these and light it. If it's super wet out, get the fire going. I have 2 Bic lighters. One's wrapped with some duct tape, fire extender. A little more duct tape here. I just have duct tape all over the place, little bits. You know, I could just use this, roll this, crunch this up, use that for a fire extender if I needed to. I have a little ferro rod, and this is a Hobo Forge striker. And instead of using my knife, the spine of my knife, to try and get a fire going with a ferro rod, I just use this. See, there's a lot of room in this pack here. I have a last ditch extra magazine, 15 rounds. So I have a magazine on my belt, I have a magazine in my firearm, and I have a magazine in this pack here. Here's that sandpaper I was talking about. I have a little folding knife. And this is I think the 94 OT from Schrade. 97. Has a nice, sharp, slicey clip point blade, hollow ground. And I don't use this knife unless, I don't use this knife at all unless it's, you know, I keep that blade super sharp and super slicey. In case, you know, it's an emergency and I need it for something. Or, you know, if I got a squirrel or something. Or get a fish and I just want to skin it, field dress, whatever I'm doing. I just save that knife for when I really need it. I have other blades on me. So it has that clip point blade, which is, I'd say around 3.5 inches maybe long. Really nice, sharp, slicey blade. Other thing I like about this Schrade USA, it has a little mini saw on there. Check that out, which locks. It's got a liner lock. And I could use this for different things. obviously, if I'm trying to set a trap or something. I believe this was called the Bearhead Buzzsaw Trapper. And they make a cheap Chinese version of it now, but this is the real deal from back in the day. I also have one Buzzsaw Trapper that, and this is in unbelievably great condition. I got an awesome deal on it. I couldn't pass it up. It is stainless steel, and I usually like carbon, but, you know, stainless has its place with a pocket knife, in my opinion. So, but I also have one of these that actually has a metal pick on one side and a pair of tweezers on the other, which, really good. I have, this is a little mini Leatherman Micra. This is an older patent pending one that I got for super cheap on eBay. Key chain size, but look at this. A pair of scissors, which I've sharpened back up. Quality. Spring still works great in these. Really nice pair of scissors. It also has a few different things in here. Has a set of tweezers. If I need to pick a tick off my dogs or some kind of splinter or something out. It has this little mini, this is for Phillips, so that's a flat bit that's for a Phillips head screw, little mini screw. Also has this little kind of chisel-y thing in here and a bottle opener, I guess. Bottle opener. On the other side, it has a little blade that I keep extremely sharp and I don't use. Has a little kind of pry flathead kind of screwdriver. And also a little nail file and nail pick for getting in my nails as well. Really nice, neat little mini tool, super light, super unobtrusive, perfect to throw in this kit in my opinion. Other little compartment down here. I don't have a lot. All I have in this other compartment is those two 2032 batteries for my headlamp and a compass. You can do a lot with this. If I get something in my eye, it has a mirror. There's a little magnifying glass that I could possibly get a fire going with. If I need to find my way back home, this is a really nice compass to use. Tried and true. It's the Sunto MC2. Really great compass. And I have it locked in on this clip so I can't use it, but I can just pull it out while I got my chest pack on. Pull it out. I have enough length and space to be able to navigate without losing this and dropping it somewhere because it's connected. Alright, last but not least, up front. I got a couple more little bits of cordage up here. Different things. So this piece here is a piece of some more heavy duty paracord that I use for doing bow drill fires. And I have a bearing block that I bring with me. Big old chunk of antler that I turned into a bearing block. So this is another primitive way to get a fire going if all else fails. Just nice to have, to know that I have that backup, to be able to do it. These are the most hardest parts of a bow drill kit to replicate when you're out in the mountain, in the woods, or wherever you are. So, bearing block, cordage. Also have, this is probably like a 10 or so foot length of some bright orange paracord wrapped up with a little bit more Kevlar shoelace. And I got a few packs of matches. It's getting to be the... Look at this turd. You're a turd. You smell like dead deer. Back it up. Alright. Yeah, I got some packs of matches, and these aren't so much for starting a fire as they are, it's getting to be bug season. And I'm not telling anybody else to do this, but what I've found is if you break 2 or 3 of these match heads off the cardboard and you swallow them with some water on a hot day when you're sweating, you sweat the sulfur out and keep the bugs away. And I swear it really does work for me. I'm not saying it'll work for you, and I'm not saying you should do it at all. I'm just saying what I do. So that is my kit. This supplements my big pack. Of course, I have like other things in my big pack, but I don't need to carry as much of the little things in my pack on my back because I have all my little things that I use while I'm out here in this. I've had it for a little while now, and I'm a really big fan of it. At some point, I'm going to try and get myself a Ulindy pack or something from Hill People Gear. I guess that's going to be about it for this video. Burgle's chilling. Burglar. Are you a Burgles? You smell like a dead deer, dude. Were you rolling in dead stuff? Huh? You smell like you've been rolling in a dead deer. Yeah. Turkey. Bonzo likes to just chill. Well, I'm going to get packed and geared back up. And we're going to get back out of here. Maybe we'll see the train again on the way down. Don't you be getting sweet on me. Might have to bust that poncho out. We're getting a little bit of rain through here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya!